My name's Alan Smith. I live at 254 Dwelly Road. I think my first question is, why are we even here tonight? Based on, I think a lot of us probably saw the article that was in the Fall River Herald yesterday. The town, at least 40 days ago, requested CDC to contact Massachusetts DEP to do an economic impact study of the work going on at the site. As of Monday, according to Edmund Coletta of DEP, they've gotten no request from CDC. And this is just a history of one thing after another with this company, where we request things and they just blatantly ignore it. Again, Attorney Markey says, well, the town, put up signs, the town put up cameras. Why don't they do something? Put an employee at that intersection with a camera, with a camcorder, and you control your property, your traffic, and your tenants. I've been in commercial property management for over 30 years. I've never seen where I can go to the town and ask them to solve my problems on my site. So tomorrow morning, get an employee, put them in a car, park them there, and have them run a camcorder and take care of your problem. There's been no effort on this company's part to try to be a good neighbor. As mentioned earlier, their own division, the demo contractor, on the last minute, lets the police and the fire department know on a Saturday morning that they intend to demo. No notice. No regard for any of their neighbors. So the only ones that can hold these people accountable is our elected officials, because we can't count on them doing it themselves. As far as a roof over the salt, this is not going to be a short-term operation, okay? CDC owns Sparrow Point in Maryland. The state of Maryland sued Sparrow Point LLC for environmental violations. There's a settlement. You can find it online. If not, happy to send you a copy of it.
Do you have a question for us?
Yes. We need to have a roof over this because Allied Salt is a tenant of theirs at Sparrow Point. It has been for years.
Got that down already from the last person. Next question.
Again,
The roof I already have from the
yep,
previous person.
Shouldn't we be looking for something better than what was there in 1963? Again, plenty of people say, well, this was an industrial site, there was coal there before, we're doing, we're not any worse than what was there for a coal pile. When the coal pile was there, as your consultant mentioned, there was a wall put up. The wall diverted the stormwater from the coal pile, pumped it up to those ponds where it was treated. They tore all that out. Is that better to have the water run off into there, or is it worse? The stormwater plan that they presented at the Conservation Commission was they were going to put 3 retention ponds in that area. 43 acres they planned to develop. 3 retention ponds with storm drains, and they were going to discharge the water from the retention pond into the river. And again, according to the bylaw concerning discharges to the municipal storm drain systems dated December 10th, 2012, Article 6, that's a violation. And again, has nothing to do with the state of Massachusetts. This is what Somerset adopted back in December of 2012. Article 6. I can send you a copy if you want. They talk about the fact that there's no structures being placed, so FEMA shouldn't be an issue. It's worse that no structures are being placed. The metal is just sitting there in a pile. Heavy winds, hurricane conditions come along. Where is that metal going? It's going into the river.
You have a question?
Yes. Why aren't we putting a structure around the metal? Why aren't we doing anything? Because there's no effort being placed to try to contain that metal whatsoever. When they talk about they're trying to come up with better systems to be able to handle moving the metal from the location onto the ship, and they put fencing in. Well, again, according to what their attorneys stated at the last planning board meeting, this is one of the largest metal recycling companies in the world. They're learning as they go. Why haven't they figured out a plan to ensure that metal's not going into the river? Again, the gaps in the fence, and some pictures that we're going to show you, the fence had huge gaps. Why isn't anybody trying to repair that instead of just continuing to load the ship? Because all we care about is the ship's got to be out in 4 days, because if it goes into a 5th day, they get charged another $25,000. Does anybody care that they're going to get charged another $25,000? I certainly do not. So why we need to ensure that they have an adequate plan before another ship comes in to be able to contain the metal. You see metal all along the edge of the dock. Do we really believe that in the middle of the night, as they're trying to load this ship, and these guys are working how many hour shifts doing it, that no metal went into that river? It's impossible. I could go on, but I'll defer to other people.
Okay,
Thank you.